Alright. Final story of the night. We have ActMan. I just wanted to go over a bit of the ActMan versus WillyMacShow, you know. I just thought this shit was crazy. So honestly, I see the Quantum TV drama with the ActMan separate from the situation between YouTube and the ActMan. While Quantum TV is dumb as fuck, I don't see any solid proof of him copyright claiming. While I also haven't seen him tell his fans publicly to dox or share one on the ActMan. It's clear he did dox. It's clear he did dox to call. So there is solid proof of him copyright claiming. It's in his video. I don't know why she said that. If you want to see, just watch a re-upload if you're unsure about this of the ActMan's video. As fans, yeah, but he doesn't explicitly say it, but he's giving plausible deniability by saying like, "Oh, I have the ActMan's mom number and I found it pretty easy, guys." You know, he's basically implying it, right? The ActMan's mom, at the end of the day, didn't see Quantum TV deserving a ban unless there's solid proof he's actually falsely copyright striking people. Again, if you watch the ActMan's video, you'd know there is solid proof. So, as for YouTube, I don't fully see what they did as justified, since the ActMan tweet was truly sarcasm and they should have at least had some discussion. Why the fuck discussion with him? Okay. I mean, yeah, I'd agree on that part at least, I guess. Like, basically, the Quantum TV drama was blown out of proportion and got way more attention than he deserved, and the YouTube situation, I feel, is unjustified. No, the Quantum TV situation should get more attention, and then by proxy, the YouTube situation will get more attention. Calling someone isn't doxing. Okay, now this is where Nick and Willy get in a bit of semantical debate, right? No, and on the most technical sense, in the most technical sense, Quantum TV did not dox someone, right? However, he basically did it indirectly, right? He implied he wanted his fans to go out and search for this person's information. So I don't care that on the most technical term, didn't, right? Like, I guess I don't know why Willy is arguing this. Like, I guess I can understand, like, but like, he did the same thing just with more steps, so he couldn't, yeah. I would say getting her phone number and contacting her would be doxing. Well, Nick is wrong here. The most technical term, that is not doxing. I get it. That's just not what it is. Calling someone isn't doxing, though. It's shitty, it's creepy, it literally is. What is it, though? I mean, yeah, Willy's right here, but, I mean, I guess Quantum doxed by proxy? I don't know, dude. He, like, it's just a weird, dumbass debate. At least I thought it was released info to the public with malicious intent. I think gathering it with the intent to harass them was good enough for my book, and it typically wouldn't engage in semantics definition when it's displacement. Yeah, so I agree. I disagree with Nick on the definition here, but I agree that we shouldn't be arguing about semantics right now. It's fucking dumb as shit when it's very clear what Quantum TV was doing, and that was trying to get people to call the ActMan's mom, right? Like, there's no way around it. He was trying to get people to call the ActMan's mom. That's just what he was doing. It's important to get a definition for doxing, because that's why YouTube wouldn't be taking action. You can only condemn it and still not say it's doxing. Yeah, you can condemn it and say it's not doxing, but like, why? It's basically the same thing, just with more steps. I think it's fine to call it doxing. And then that's why YouTube didn't take action. Yeah, Quantum TV was smart about it. That's why he's not doxed, or that's why he's not banned. I mean, sorry, he was smart about not directly doxing the ActMan, because I bet he probably would be banned if he just came up on videos like, "The ActMan's number, guys, this is it." Like, no, but he didn't do that. He basically just inspired people to do that. Yeah, I don't disagree with this written definition. I just don't think there's a meaningful difference that I would rush to correct. He isn't as bad as someone who tweeted it out publicly, but the idea to use private information as intimidation, fuck him. Yeah, Nick is right here. It is meaningful, though, because what's the difference between because it's the difference between breaking 2S or not. No, that's not true. Like, I don't know. I guess maybe it is I don't know if it's the TOS, so maybe I'm speaking out of my ass, right? But morally, I think that should be enough to get him banned, right? I don't really give a fuck about the TOS, right? Like, morally, he should be banned for doing that. Bro, I have no idea what kind of drugs you're on, but let's say we disqualify the doxing and the hate speech you suggest, all right, but we still have copyright abuse, child safety. I don't know what this is all about. This is a retarded tweet from the ActMan. They're arguing about whether it's doxing or not, and he was like, well, it doesn't matter if he doxed or not, because he did all this other bad shit. Like, I'm pretty sure they agree that he did all this bad shit. If you're talking to me as, this is me defending Quantum, no, I'm just trying to get everything straight. It's important for me to understand. I mean, yeah, that's very fair tweet from Willy. You're willing for misunderstanding everything just so you did on Augie's podcast where you claimed there was no proof quantitatively copyrighted people. I showed you proof of that. You still don't get it. I mean, that's true. There is tons of proof if you watched his video. Now you've changed goalposts, or you're doing the same with doxing. No. You see, the ActMan is being, like, sort of schizophrenic here, right? He's like, well, he's like, well, like, I don't know, it's just a weird thing, because WillyMacShow definitely isn't defending Quantum TV, right? But, like, that's how he's taking it. All I did on Augie's podcast is ask questions, so I got direct answer from you. I still have to verify everything you said on Augie's podcast. It's basic research. It's not me being willfully understand. This is a good thing for me to do. I mean, yeah, he's right. I still have to verify it. LMAO, you already demonstrated your lack of research by not knowing these things. You're uninformed and simply being a contrarian for the sake of being contrarian in the face of undeniable evidence. Now, I understand where the ActMan is coming from, right? Because I doubt the ActMan knows who WillyMacShow is, right? So from the ActMan perspective, this guy is just asking all these questions and seemingly trying to get, like, more clout from it, right? He's like, oh, well, I can see how this seems very gay from the ActMan's perspective. He's like, oh, well, technically, this isn't doxing, right? Technically, this isn't happening. And, I can see how that can be perceived as being a bit contrarian. However, WillyMacShow just genuinely makes, like, well-researched videos. He's trying to get everything straight. And you know what? Like, Willy probably should have done a little bit more research before talking to the ActMan directly. But I mean, like, whatever. He probably doesn't have enough time, right? It's just fucking nothing. Whatever, man.